So translating the overall index, we're now going to see what areas they did in terms of stock. What did the stocks do for the year 2011? We're expecting some market heavyweights, but market heavyweights didn't do so well this last year. I'll be showing you a chart of gainers. The gainers for this year, the highest was Rhodes. Rhodes was high by 180.70%, followed by Okomu, NCL, Golden Shore. We'll be seeing the big names: Guinness, Presco, Air Service, Nigerian Breweries, Nestle, and the rest. So overall, we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 gainers for the year 2011. While the losers, we can see headed by Diamond 74%, 74.4, Fitsin, CCNN, UBA, Dan Sugar, Flower, Oando, Cyanilizin. All the big names are there. Um, there, till Zenith was down by 18, and Pot Paint. So technically, we'll be looking at these stocks on and how to go about them for the year 2012. Yeah, I'm going to my chart. Yes, and then my gainers and losers for the year. We'll be looking at the gainers first. That's Rhodes. I wouldn't consider Rhodes as one of my important stocks because I normally trade NSC 30 shares, and Rhodes, this spike in price from 301 to 869, this I can say information driven, either a buyout or something fantastic is coming up. UBN was second by 152%, but you know UBN did a reconstruction. Their former shares was about I think 10 to 15 billion. It's now 2.5 billion shares, and they are coming to the market at about 6 naira 81 kobo. So this is out. We'll start from Okomu. Okomu, looking at Okomu's charts, Okomu was flat for some time and picked up in November, trending higher lows and higher highs, and we did see some profit taking within this period. It plunged as low as 2078 and then closed about 2310. I'm looking at Okomu from weekly time frame. It's losing momentum. We need to see how far it goes. But the monthly time frame is still intact. The bull trend for Okomu is still intact. So what resistance levels we will be watching for Okomu is still within about the same 24 something. Worst case scenario, since there's no volume in Okomu might be used as I call it shock absorbers in terms of when market makers need to stabilize the market. So we'll be looking at Okomu at least 20, 29 to about 30 naira resistance level for this year 2012. NCL, I won't consider NCL. NCL to another movement. Golden Shore, the only surviving insurance sector that moved this year. Worst case scenario, let's start with that any stock you buy at 50 kobo, you cannot lose. There's no other way down because 50 kobo is the least value any stock can go on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And go, he did we the great rallies. He did some support at 50, resistance at 57. We saw 1, 2 double top formation. He did the third one here. That was, they call it a triple top, and the resistance became a support levels at the 57 kobo and found the strength to pull out to close at 67 kobo. Now if you're looking at Okomu, how far can it go for the year or next year? The next resistance levels be about 69 naira. You see, this is, we saw that in July 2010. Another one about February level 2010, or I mean 2000, yeah. Then the next one we'll be watching 69. These are the areas we need to watch if Golden Shore will be able to break out. The next one will be Guinness. Guinness did pull out. In fact, we saw the best trends in December. December was when we actually saw best trends for the market, and I think we need to cover up. We call it. We need to cover up the position, because the beginning of the year, 2011, where market spiked as high as 230, was down to about 186.46, and it started trending lower lows here. You can see the trend, and well, I will say yes. I'll say lower highs until we saw that breakout, and bam, that was it. So it closed about 250. It went as high as 257. That was the best we saw. So 60 might be a resistant level for Guinness. How far can it go? This is the all-time high, that 260 level. So 260 will be one level to watch next year. And I think this same scenario we are seeing in Guinness happened in MBL. MBL shares too failed to break. MBL went as high as 110 for the year. You can see the trend of First Bank. It went high 110 for the year, and I'm going back to history how First Bank has done. So we'll be looking at 132 and one. You see the 110 resistance. It's within, that's this period. This is about 2004 when it hit 110. So it bounced off within that resistance level. What you need to know about TA, it's easy and not yet easy, because what people need to know that prices move in trends. They have support, resistance level. If you can catch those trends well, then you'll be a better broker. So don't let us jump the gun. We are heading towards the next Presco. Presco, most rallies we saw them in December. That was Presco was finding support at 7 naira and resistance within the 790 something for a broke up and close at 867. So resistance point for Presco. Presco has broken out of, we are looking at about the whole of 2010 and 2009. It has broken off 2009 range. So how far can Presco go? The highest it got to the history was about 32 naira. So resistance levels are between the 882 levels, except this year 2012 we're looking at levels out 13 naira 10 kobo. Air service, higher lows, higher highs, is still on course. MBL, discussed about MBL. Nestle, flat stock. You can see it was December as we recorded momentum. This momentum are good for window dressing for big time players, mutual funds, PFAs, and the rest. 7 Up, not really a stock of mine because it hardly moves. You hardly see momentum on 7 Up. You see, flat once in a while, flat, the movement flat, flat. So we'll be looking at, for now, support levels are between 43 to about 44. Resistance so far will be 51. A key area too will be around here, 50.
These are resistance levels we'll be watching. Transcorp did trade 50 kobo the whole of 2001. It was flat. It said a rally in March. This rally was when Elumelu took over information. I was taking over Transcorp, and everybody went buying, and there were huge volumes traded within that period. There was a time during the period of March and April we titled it the stock of the year because it gained about this one looking about almost 200%, and it found its way back like a knife falling through butter, hot knife, and bam, we saw some buying power around here. 86 kobo went up, and what you need to know is if you are trending any stock, you need to know what pattern, how it's trending, and what Transcorp was doing. It was trending. You can see lower highs, and lower lows. You can see. So if you've got your trend, you can trade within. These are the areas you need to trade if you want to catch good entry and exit levels for Transcorp.